Let's move to a development that everyone in India is talking about. OTT platforms have been brought under the government's control. OTT stands for over-the-top platforms, the likes of Netflix, Hotstar, Amazon Prime Video, Z5. They will now be subject to government censors. Was this needed? How will it change things? What does it mean for the content producers? What does it mean for you, the consumer? Those of you who watch shows, events on these platforms. We'll try to answer all these questions. First, what is the news? In India, online platforms are now subject to government regulation. They will be regulated by India's I&B, or Information and Broadcasting Ministry. Question number 2. Do the new regulations only apply to OTT platforms? No, they don't. They also apply to online news platforms, social media platforms, and current affairs content on online platforms. Question number 3. Was online content not regulated before? There was no law or autonomous body to govern digital content in India. In September 17, OTT players signed a code to govern content on their platform. But that was self-regulation. Question number 4. How does the rest of the world do it? What are the rules? We have a list. In Singapore, OTT platforms are controlled by the country's media regulatory body. They prescribe do's and don'ts for service providers. In Australia, OTT platforms are governed by the Broadcasting Services Act of 1992. In the United Kingdom, authorities plan to scrutinize online content. They're looking to set up a regulator. In Kenya too, authorities are talking about a regulatory mechanism. So this is not a first, and India is not alone in trying to regulate content online. But like all government decisions, this too has been criticized by some, and that's the beauty of a democracy. You could say everything is debated. So let's discuss the criticism. Is government regulation of online content the need of the hour? Yes, it is. And to answer that, let me first share some numbers with you. Indians are consuming online content more than ever before. There are 17 crore plus OTT platform users in India. A survey conducted in 2019 found that 55% of respondents prefer to consume content on OTT platforms. 70% of the respondents consume this content on mobile phones. Only 41% said that they prefer DTH or direct-to-home television. Estimates say video streaming will become a 4,000 crore rupee market in India by 2025. How can such an enormous market remain unregulated? There are other reasons why regulation is needed. To create a level playing field. Print and broadcast media in India is regulated. There are specific laws in place. The Information Technology Act of 2000, the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973, and the Cable Television Networks Regulation Act 1995. Plus, there are self-regulatory bodies. Channels are mandated to not show dead bodies on air, for example, not show alcohol or people smoking. In recent times, of course, some media have crossed this line, but most try to abide by the norms. For online platforms, no such rules exist. They self-certify their content, which is why we say a level playing field is needed. At the end of the day, TV, print and online are all creating content. Why should some be bound by rules and others have a free run? Which brings us to movies too, and the old headliner, the censor board. It regulates and certifies movies that release in theatres. But there's no such third-party certification for films released online. So here's a question. Do consumers not deserve responsibly produced content, even after paying a hefty subscription fee? As for fears of misuse and government overreach, that's always the fear. And that can be said for all laws. Regulation is a double-edged sword. You can't do away with it. You can't do away with laws for the fear of them being misused. Thank you for watching Gravitas on WION's YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with what's happening around the world, then subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share. Thank you very much for watching WION. World is One.